Kirk? Gobblegoo? Alright, hold on. Actually, no. Much better. Gobbledoo? What is that you just said? Gobbledoo? What is that you just said? Gobbledoo? Alright. So, Jeff, how you doing? Jeff. So, Jeff from Dead Broke. Jeff from Out of Order Barbecue. Jay. Gosh. Kirk. How you doing? I'm here on time, baby. Look, I wasn't going to take any crap from you. I saw you on the live stream. I said, well, let me hurry up and get on the live stream so Kirk can't give me any grief. Hey, yo, how you doing? Smoking Boot Barbecue. Good, good, good. All right, so today, you guys know that when I do these live streams, we drink, right? Tyler, how you doing? I'm trying to adjust the camera. Jay, hold on. Jay sent in a box. I got it on Monday. I actually did not get the video out, but he sent some daiquiri, like water ice or like slushy flavors. So, hey, what's happening? I started saying, we're kicking it old school today. Yes. This is a 40. Okay? Paul, how you doing? I remembered this time. Yeah. Yo! So, I went to the liquor store this afternoon after I went to the market, and I said, you know what? What's something I've never done yet? I haven't done a 40. I was going to get Natty Bow because that's, you know, kind of local to here. But, hold on. Taste test number 1. What do you want?
I don't want anything. Mom wants to.
Oh. You need to do the dishes. Kirk, I've never taken a 40 to the head. Thank goodness. I have to, I gotta watch my sugar, so I have to be careful. So, all right. Not that bad. Oh no, Paul, I'm good. Tony, what's good with you, man? Good looking. One of the pictures you sent me the other day. Nope. Yes, Tony. All right, so I had never. Sorry, I had interruptions over there. Luke Calamadas, how you doing? It is a 40. All right. I almost got Code 45. Actually, I almost got Old English. So, but I figured I would try to do better. But maybe next week, I don't know, maybe we can turn this into a thing. We'll see how this, excuse me, we'll see how this week turns out. Can you hurry up, please? Sorry, Jack. Hold on, Jack. Jack, that's for you and Betty. Tell Betty I said hi. Rich, what's good, man? Well, hey, man, you stay as long as you can. If you can't stay, then, you know, I understand. But, man, dude, Jay, I haven't had a 40 in a while either. That's why when I was looking, I was like, you know what? I'm going, yep, Taste test number 1 over there. So, Edward 40 hands. There's a place in Baltimore or somewhere around here where they tape 240s to your hand, and you obviously can't take them off until you finish drinking both of them. All right, hey Betty, Matt, how you doing? Well, thank you very much for watching. I like my videos too. Well, I like that you like my videos. Man, Rich, I already know how that goes. Excuse me. You know how much I get done and accomplished once everyone else is in bed? Gosh, this is gonna have me burping like crazy, I see. Paul, how you doing? Eric from Barajo Barbecue. I know, loud as the day is long, right, Eric? Chuck, how you doing this evening? Oh my goodness. It's, just like every week. I know you guys could pop in and hang out almost every week, but it's still cool that you guys hang out or willing to hang out and stop by and things like that. So I'm appreciative. So I want to make sure I say hi to you guys. But listening to sound effects. So okay, so number 1 has come down. Number 2 is now walking down.
I just came down. Oh, you turned off the TV.
Yes, I turned off the TV. Sean. That's hilarious. Well, no. It not to say anything bad, Lou. It's just it just blows my mind that you guys are willing to come and say hi, man, and hang out, to shoot the stuff and everything that's up. Number 2, everyone is saying hi.
Hello.
So mute it.
I did.
Thank you. So number 1 is already back upstairs. You can look at the comments as they're saying hi to you. So number 2 is standing right here. Rich, he says hi. Oh, it's like a midday thinking about what the time. Yep. Well, you might be able to decide or help decide what the topic is going to be. I'm going to be making an announcement about that on May 1st. So, Tony says, yo, number 2. Drawing with Violet, but still running in. That's what's up, man. I was about to say turn your phone sideways. You still have a braid to take out, or more than one.
I got
All right. Okay. Cooking in the rain. So I know some of you guys, do you have some rust prevention or rust removal for grill surfaces? So best thing you can do for external or internal, Rich, quickly. Tyler, that's what's up, man. Tyler says his taste testing number 1 is only 7 months old. Well, I tell you what, when he or she starts eating ribs and chicken legs, yeah, ribs will keep them occupied for a very long time. Trust me. All right. So, Rich, internally inside of the grill, what you're going to do is you're going to scrape it really good, get it really good and hot, and then spray it down with some cooking spray. And like every second, maybe third time that you use the grill, spray it with some cooking spray, and that'll help to prevent rust inside. Wow, Tyler, that's what's up. All right, so let's see. Okay, so topic tonight, let's talk about cooking in the rain. Tomorrow, for Take Your Kids to Work Day, I usually end up cooking at my job. Yep. That's what's up, Benji. Benji says he's going to hit at his next house. He's putting in a barbecue pit in a covered metal carport to avoid wind and rain, all enclosed, and it flew out the top. Hey, John. John, thank you for attending this live stream. No, not after it cools off, while it's still hot. You wanna. The whole thing is, when it's still hot, the cooking spray will get absorbed into the pores of the metal, and that'll help prevent. Yes. So John so eloquently reminded us, if you haven't already, please hit that thumbs up. I'd greatly appreciate it. What are you guys drinking on? I showed you guys, some of you that were here. You guys know, and look, I'm like halfway gone. So, I want it to still be cold. Yep, exactly. Kirk says the same thing. He says you want it hot, like you're seasoning a cast iron skillet. No better way to explain it. Most everyone understands that when you say you want to season it like you would a skillet. Almost everyone has seasoned a skillet, especially those of us who are here have definitely seasoned skillets before. I had videos of when I first got Bessie of me cleaning it out really good, cleaning Bessie out really good. Yeah, Kirk, I'm not about that life. But cleaning it out really good and then getting it heated up. And I used Crisco back in the day. But I found out that spraying the cooking spray is just as effective and it's much easier to get in all of the nooks and crannies. John, funny. You know, I can't I can't even comment on that. I've signed an NDA not to disclose that. Not to disclose that. But there is an announcement. May 1st, I'm going to be doing something a little different, a little different to try to help support the channel, to get some things, to do some things. So yeah, I got a covered patio. All right, so Tyler says he has a covered patio with a smoker and grill. Love cooking all season long. Off site, he has a 10 by 20 and a 10 by 10 easy up for weather or sun. Got to keep the food out of the elements, especially the sun. You're absolutely correct. Paul, I guess he's drinking Hennessy. Knee. All right, so Eric says unfortunately he's not drinking anything. He messed up his knee and has been in the hospital all day. I guess he could set a cooler next to me. Man, Eric, wow, man, that's not no good, man. Hopefully everything works out and you'll get back home and get to drinking soon. But if you're in the hospital, hopefully you have some pain medicine. Get there quicker without the bloat and 100 trips to the bathroom. You're absolutely right. Comrade says, talk about seasoning. The 36-inch stainless Blackstone griddles are... Whoa. Tony, that's what's up, man. Thanks. Tony, funny. You just sent me a CashApp. I appreciate that, Tony. So hold on. M&M Smokers, how you doing? So Commerce is talking about seasoning. 36-inch Blackstone griddles are $199 at Menards. Is it Menards or Menards? Yeah. Tyler says he loves his Blackstone. Depends on how bad it is out. If it's that bad, I use a pop-up umbrella. Okay. John, no, I have not. Because what's crazy, I've been... Basketball's over. Baseball started. I'm actually going to be doing some traveling for work next month. Excuse me. Yeah. So, number 2 is pitching, okay? And he is stoked about his pitching. All right. So, John, I have not had any free time really to work on Bernadette. Just drinking some Coors Light. Hey, look at that. So am I. Yeah. Chauncey, how you doing? Still sipping on that apple. No, man, oh yes, I do. Still sip on the apple Crown. I don't have any currently. Just to have a pop-up gazebo. It's Menards. All right. Well, thank you. I might, Paul. I might. Well, Chauncey, I'm glad to hear. So all right. So I wanted to hear some of you guys, or what you guys do in the rain. And the reason why I asked about this or I wanted to talk about this is because tomorrow, and I started saying this, tomorrow I will be cooking at work for the Bring Your Kids to Work Day. There's about 40 kids that are coming in, so I'm doing basic hot dogs, maybe some turkey burgers for those who don't eat beef, and there's a likelihood of rain. So I figured I would ask you guys what you do, and I will probably be doing something similar. Um, well, the taste testers are not going with me. Um, Unfortunately, for me, my wife's job puts on a better take your kids to work day show than we do at my job. So the 40 or so kids that are going to be there, um, I'm going to be taking. I have a pop up tent, a 10 by 10 pop up tent. I think I got it. I ended up getting it from Walmart. I think it was about $100, but I mean it's pretty sturdy. I've only used it a few times, and mainly I've used it for shade and not necessarily for rain. Da, da, da. Benji says he hate getting his work gloves wet when it's raining. Yeah. Jeff from Dead Broke says I pull the cooker in the garage or under the deck. So I am lucky. I'm very, very lucky. The only grill that I have out in the elements is actually my wife's grill, and her grill sits out on the back deck, and we don't have any sort of cover or roof over the back deck. But my grills, you see, they're on the side of my house. Sammy's on the side of the house, Tracy's on the side of the house. That Weber that I still have not received, because John, I know you're about to ask about this. I still have not received the hardware. I even looked back in my emails about Weber, and they sent me a thing saying it was shipped, but there was no shipping information. So yeah, I keep every time I think about it this Wednesday night when I talk about it on live stream. And obviously you guys know and see that my smokers are in the garages, which is detached from my house. So I don't have to worry much about rain, though I am having issues with the roof in the garage. Another story for another day. But yeah. Uh, so John from what is the name of your barbecue company, John? John is on the Eastern Shore. Actually, he's in Ocean City. He says that his is a 20-foot trailer, but the rain still sucks. I can imagine. Um, So Chuck says a lot depends on what the outdoor air temperature is in the rain, and you're absolutely right, because there are times I told you guys when basically there was a tornado that touched down in PG County, and I was out cooking in the weather, and I just kind of pulled the grill underneath the deck and kept on cooking, like embrace the suck was what I kept saying in the video where I talked about lessons learned from. That was the lady who gave me 40 pounds of chicken, and she wanted me to cook it and didn't tell me how much chicken she was going to have. So if you haven't already, look back at the lessons learned videos. I know I haven't done one in a while, and that's basically because most of the time I learn lessons when I'm out cooking on site and or do a bigger event. If I haven't had anything, and I did an event recently, but it's, I won't say it's weird, but I don't want to um, I don't want to throw anybody under the bus when everything didn't go according to plan. So I just didn't do a lessons learned from that event, because I know the people who were holding the event and other things like that. So it wasn't 100%. Anyway, Kirk says he enjoys a good rain. He sets up the 20 by 20 canopy tent and kickballs and chillax. That's what's up. Grilling is also a lot different than trying to smoke in the rain. The rain won't affect your grilling too badly. Chuck, you have a point. But like if I were to set up Bernadette or even Bessie out in the rain, to me, I think the adjustment, like not Bernadette, Vicky, the adjustment I would have to make would be negligible. Bernadette will probably, Bessie will probably be affected more because obviously it's not insulated. I haven't cooked much in the rain I haven't cooked at all in the rain in Tracy. So that'll be something to try to do at some point. But you're right. Questa J says he has a 10 by 10 pop up, and he's got sides on it too, which I'm sure is pretty helpful when it comes to protecting against the rain. Sean says his pop up tent died this weekend at a soccer tournament. He said dust and I guess dust in the wind. Yep. Jeff says he uses his pop-up during football season for shade. Man, that's a lifesaver. Is it the raining season there? Well, summer rains, no, usually, like it rains most, April showers bring May flowers, but it seems like we haven't had much rain. Like, we got a lot of rain in March, surprisingly. But you know how it rains every day? Well, they say that it rains all the time in Seattle. In Maryland, we actually get more rain per capita than they do in Seattle. I think. I heard something like that. Paul, I can imagine track season. Shoot, I remember burning up at the track when I was on the track team, so I can only imagine being out there all day. Kirk says his last cook, the grill was up to temperature. He was walking out the door on ribs and it poured. The second he walked out, it dropped like 20 degrees. In a smoker or one, I guess, yeah. That's upsetting about the Weber thing. All of those prices have been marked up this season too. Always load the products, but I don't know what. Hey, I don't know Lou either. Hey, Rob, how you doing, man? Thank you for popping in. That's what's up, Jay. Jay says he's only cooked once in the rain, and luckily, well, now, to preface this, he is also in Southern California. I could play that Tony song. But anyway, he says where his mother-in-law is there's a metal roof there. Last summer it rained out all but 2 Saturdays. Goodness, man. John, that sucks. That sucks. I'm gonna have to come out there, man, and yeah. Oh, and like clockwork, here's taste tester number 3.
I might bring that, sis.
Oh. So, she wants to actually get on camera and say hi.
Hi.
All right. Goodbye.
Bye.
Goodbye. Get out. Get out. Get out. Get out.
Are you editing the video or are you watching the video?
No. So this is hold on. This is I know. This is me right now. So the whole thing is, if something were to happen with the comments, I can look here. So I have my laptop set up next to me, and she's asking about that. Are you serious, Jeff? Hold on, I'm sorry. Jeff says they could get some snow on Saturday where he is. He's in Michigan? I know, right? That's crazy. She's looking at the laptop, cracking up. She sees herself on that's just too funny. Hold on. Now what?
Wait.
There's a delay in what you see in real time and what they can see too. So, Jay, you had a good rain season this year. Yeah, right. So Rob says hello, number 3. Lou says hey, number 3. Oh, yep.
Sup, number.
Yes, you can read it. Go ahead and read it. He says sup, number 3. Oh, look, what does this one say?
3.
Number 3. That's you.
Number 3 to.
Read it. What? Come on.
I can't read that.
2 weeks in a row. What's up, number 3? Jay says he wishes he lived in an area with snow. Oh, Jeff is in Wisconsin. I'm sorry. Wisconsin. 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 They talk funny in Wisconsin.
Wisconsin.
It's better than Minnesota. All right. John says he has to run. Good night, everyone. We can discuss my move to Florida later. Yeah, I'm sure. Wisconsin expecting snow, Tyler says. Kirk says, what's happening? Number 3. Yeah, yeah. Wisconsin. You're putting your hand over the camera. You can't do that. All right. Cheeseheads. Yeah. Why do you think we got mudslide after Melody fire? Yeah.
What does cheeseheads mean?
Paul says snow was all hype. Yeah. You can never. Y'all can have your snow. I live with all my life. He's way over it. Chuck says. Betty says she's so adorable. This one? Lies.
No.
She's not adorable.
No.
She's not adorable. She's not adorable.
He means yes. He means yes.
No,
He means yes.
No, I
Yes.
don't put words in no. All right, goodbye. High five.
Yes.
All right, good night.
And thank you for saying that.
All right. Oh, good job. Well, wave hi to Miss Betty and Mr.
Hi.
Jack.
Hi. Hi, everyone, and goodbye, everyone.
Perfect. Good night. Good night. All right. Now that the hijack is over, what? Oh, I got 6 inches of rain. Oh, I'm about to say snow. Alan, how you doing? Yeah, So again, they're going to my wife's shop tomorrow. So they got the hair done. She had braids in, and Molly just took the braids out, so they're puffy. Her hair is puffy. Yes, Paul, she is just as hyped as us for the live stream. Thank you, Lou. I appreciate that. Fantasy Barbecue, how you doing, man? Let's see if we can finish this. Kind of makes me wish I got a second one. All right, so cooking in the rain. Does your wife mind your kids being on YouTube? So, Sean, yes and no. That's why I try to avoid using their names. I try and blur out and or make sure that they don't have anything like with their school information. There's a couple different things, but I try to be smart about it. I'm not broadcasting my address or anything like that. Thanks, Lou. I will try to avoid dipping my fingers into any deep fryers. Yeah, but that's the reason why I call them taste tester number 1, 2, and 3. Because there are times when I have to do some serious editing around when they talk about each other, or if my wife is yelling for one of them in the background. I mean, I've had to get creative. There's been dub overs and like 1 second mutes, and I wish I could share some of those things with you guys. All right. So, there are 30 of you guys here. It's been almost 30 minutes. If you haven't already, please hit that thumbs up button for me. I'd greatly appreciate it. All right. So, KB Stevens says, smoking now in the rain. He said the rain is about a medium. Dropped his temperature about 15 degrees so far. All right. Yep, Alan, exactly right. Got to protect the fam. Not only them, myself as well. I try to be really careful. Like when I shoot around in the kitchen, when I shoot video in the kitchen, and off topic, yes, but I shoot in the kitchen. We used to have a list of like contact numbers and things like that, and my personal phone number was one of those numbers that was up on the list. So I had to be careful about shooting around that until we kind of got that a little more resolved. So yeah. Yep, definitely. Family life and YouTube videos, Jeff, you know all about that. When your kids are gonna get in the videos, man, get them in the videos. Gosh, all right. I hope that's the last one. Yes, Darian. Hold on. Hi, Darian. Yes, Darian. Keeping some things private. You'd be surprised how often I start to cook and scrap it because one, I don't like how it turns out, or two, something happens midway through and they just irk me. Like, I try and film, and if no one wants to be cooperative, and I use that lightly, cooperative, because if I'm trying to film and no, everyone is making noise in the house, there's five of us in the house. One of us is a YouTuber. Five of us, five versus one, and sometimes it just does not work out for the quiet I need to film the videos. Remember I was talking about in that video about how to make your videos better? Yeah, it just doesn't always work out. Jack, funny. Hey, what's up, Nick? My buddy Nick is in the house. Boosted Plinko. Everybody say what's up to Nick. You guys remember Nick from some of the H2O videos. Nick is the one that drives the Jeep. He now got himself a new motorcycle. And can you guys say, hey Nick, fund a new trailer build? He needs a trailer for his motorcycle. So that's probably why he's here, to try to peer pressure me to help him to get a trailer for his motorcycle. Hennessy Lewis, how you doing? 4J, today's topic is talking about cooking in the rain. The potential for me to have to cook tomorrow in the rain is getting nearer and nearer. I'm going to be cooking at work for the take your kids to work day, and there's a possibility that there might be some rain, so we were talking about that. Fantasy Barbecue. Are you serious? You gonna move out there for real? Alright, well. Teach me how to edit so you can do your son's football games. Well, I work for beer, Paul. It's not that difficult. Preston! Hey, yo! Nick, I know you got a job, but I didn't know you were gonna be moving out there. Kurt. Oh. Kirk. Nick, Kirk. Nick is gonna be, he says he'll be moving at or working at the Purple Moose. Y'all can talk about that offline. Yeah. Yep. The 40's gone. It didn't even last 30 minutes. Josh, how you doing? Thank you very much, sir, for popping in on the live stream. I greatly appreciate it. If you guys don't know, or some of you guys who might be, this might be your first time. Wednesday nights, 9 p.m. Eastern, we hold a live stream, and we try to stay on topic. Usually I do, or sometimes I do better than others about staying on topic. And then the first hour I try to stay on topic. The second hour we usually talk about and just shoot the stuff. And you guys know, we get off on some topics, like some craziness. So, yep. All right. Lou, that is too funny. Yeah, hey, I'm not using my name today, nor for the rest of the year. I'm taste tester number 2, or taste tester. I feel like taste tester number 2 would do something like that. And I think he's actually watching this. So taste tester number 2, if you get that Brad idea to do that, I will disown you. just putting that out there. That's what's up, Preston. Well, I appreciate that. Thank you for hanging out. Is PJ and Dino PJ, are they around? You know, we love the kids around here. Yep, so Deb Brooke says, Paul, search YouTube for how to edit with whatever program you get. There's tons of tutorials on any video editing subject. So funny. Folks love to put out videos on how to edit videos. It's true. but I will tell you it can get overwhelming. Um, it can get overwhelming. So Jeff, I know we talked the other day. I said I have not tried to load DaVinci again. When I tried, I guess the version I downloaded was a beta, and it did not work out very well, unfortunately. So Joseph, all right, let's see, Renato, Rolanto, how do I say that? So Joseph, hi, welcome to the live stream. Again, if you haven't already, please do subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. So the Smokehouse Barbecue says rain goes down both his chimneys, his smoker and a cabinet type, and it has a 2 6-inch stack. So he just used the foil cap on it before, very cheesy. Excuse me, when he come up with a rain cap of some sort this spring. If it's a 6-inch, that shouldn't be too difficult to put a rain cap on. I'm pretty sure they sell rain caps for 6-inch pipes. So yeah. Jacob, how you doing? Oh boy. Preston, I'm hoping by the end of May, man. Well, you think about it like this. I'm averaging high. Taste testing number 2 is back. What are you doing? Are you on house party or something?
Yes.
He's talking to his friends. And yeah. So Preston, we're at 9,400 subscribers right now, and I'm on pace with about 500 subscribers a month. So with a month and a half left, we should have 10,000 subscribers before the end of May. That is, yeah, that's my projection before the end of May. Right around what? Our anniversary, yes. All right. Thanks, Lou. No worries, Lou. Okay. Well, Preston, when in or if they come through, let me know and I'll say hi to them. There might be a little bit of a delay. I am about 2 or 3 minutes behind right now. Am I cooking Friday? No. I'm not cooking this Friday. I have a bunch of stuff to do. Oh, I have some neighborhood stuff to do this weekend, Nick, on Saturday morning, and then I think also baseball. I think there's the parade. All right, RELA. So hold on. I feel like smoking in the rain is easier than grilling in the rain. Lou, I'd imagine, yes, because of the fact that the temperature's lower. So if you have hold on one second. Number 2, you're making way too much noise right now.
I was trying to find what cord it is for my computer.
So I would imagine, Lou, just thinking about it, when you're cooking at, let's say, 250 degrees and you have a 15-degree drop, it's much different than having a 50-degree drop if you're trying to cook at 450 or 500 degrees. So yeah. All right. So Joseph says, so rel and shush. I mean, I swear I told him to be quiet.
My phone fell.
Dog. You get in the computer. Yeah, trust me, Jeff. I am trying. I thought about it. What's going on? South Carolina's in the house. Yeah. He's in the way. 10,000. You know what, Kirk? I'm telling you, I thought about it. Kirk says 10,000 in Dash Bash time. I thought about it, man. I thought about it. I said, okay, well, if we were to have a party, like a get-together, where would it be? Where would it be? Where will we hold this dash bash?
Guinness.
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 Guinness. All right. Oh yeah, because he's been there with me. I'm like, wait, why do you know about that? He went with me. Turn off those lights, please. Oh yeah. All right.
Yes.
What's going on, Swig and Smoke? Kevin. No matter what kind of program you have. Yep. Jeff is speaking the truth. I'm running into issues now, and I have a pretty decent computer. 16 gig of RAM, Core i7 7th gen processor, and it's not even a year old. And the program I'm running is starting to bog it down. I don't even save anything to my computer. I save it to an external hard drive. One of the things, it's a 5 terabyte external hard drive. So, excuse me, there is about a terabyte and some change left on the 5 terabyte drive. It is just starting to get dog slow. Oh my gosh, Paul, I thought about this the other day, setting up a camera to you know what, maybe I should show you guys all of the footage that I end up having to cut out of a video. The video that is going up live tomorrow, when I filmed it, like all of the raw footage, it was close to 45 minutes. Now there were some time lapses, and of course me cutting out, me moving the camera and other things like that. But and the ums and the ahs that I took out of the video, it ended up being closer to 15 minutes. It was like 14 and some change, but like 30 to 45 minute video raw footage lengths cut down to 15 minutes. A lot of it is like the time when I finish saying what I have to say, and then I can actually walk to the camera and turn it off, or if I set up different angles. But there's a lot of different angles. Hopefully you guys like the video for tomorrow. Jay says he edits on his phone, just been working like crazy and hasn't had any time to post. Preston says it's going to be rainy there. So Preston is in Louisiana, right? Preston, hopefully. He said he's still grilling tomorrow. He said he has 2-inch ribeyes for the draft. And I won't mention what he said as far as his team. Just not going to do it. Stay tuned. Stay tuned for the mute and cover any. Yep. Right. Does it rain? So Smoking Bot Barbecue. To be completely honest with you, I bought charcoal. I bought a lot of charcoal. I don't know if you guys saw that video where I bought 300 pounds of charcoal. That charcoal lasted me a year and a half. And I kept that charcoal outside of my garage. It is very humid in my garage, and I didn't have any problems with it. The charcoal that I have on the side of the house, or I keep on the side of the house, I use it faster than I typically end up having a problem with it. So, I don't know. Hopefully, most of the folks in this room, or I don't say room, on a live stream are also using charcoal faster than it can develop any like moisture hold. But who knows how long that charcoal or how old that charcoal is or where that charcoal was before you got it. So just because you put it in your basement or something like that to protect it from moisture does not mean that it hasn't already been exposed to moisture. Yeah. Conrad, hey, how you doing? Editing's an adventure. Just finished 5 hours worth of video for a friend's wedding. He said it took a week ago Saturday. It wasn't but he finished it tonight. Whew. Man, Smokehouse Barbecue, I can only imagine. Yes, Dash Bash. We have talked about Dash Bash. So you can tell some of you guys are newer than others. We have talked about that in the past. So yeah, comrade, we're talking about cooking in the rain, be it smoking meat or grilling. You know, what do you do what do you do when you have to cook in the rain is a better question. Yes. Oh, Sean, thank you very much. Yep, the blooper reel is real. It definitely is. So, so only reason I don't like doing that is because I I take everything off of my card and I put it onto the thumb drive because not the thumb drive, to the external drive, and I edit everything and I save it to the external. Reason being is when I save something, I want to be able to just twofold. One reason is because I am like super paranoid about getting footage off of the card or off of the camera, getting it onto my hard drive, the external hard drive, and I have a NAS storage. I have a combined there's 4 3 terabyte hard drives and a network attached storage. It's in Taste Tester number three's room where the router and stuff is. So I have that. So like I sit down and I have a program that's called Sync Back. I think that's the name of this program. Yes, Sync Back, and it will sync all of all of my stuff. So my videos, like photos I take from my phone. So video and photo are the two main things that I sync between my laptop and the NAS server. So we'll go from there. Yeah. Mrs. Dash is in the bed. Caden, how you doing? No problem, Torgy. How you doing? Yeah, 300 pounds of charcoal. It was I picked up 300 pounds of charcoal. Just look back in the videos, man. I used the trailer, that $50 trailer. I bought it for $50 and then I built it up. I used that trailer. No, man, this was Kingsford. I wish it was Western Lot, man. I wish, it's not funny, but there are times like adulthood can suck, and when I run this business of barbecue, and I put all the money I make back into the barbecue, be it buying foil pans or seasonings and other things like that. There's not much extra at this point at the end of the day. So when those sales and stuff come up, man, I cannot always afford to buy as much as I want to buy. And that sucks because it would be helpful. Rain sucks, but 40 mile per hour for winds here in eastern New Mexico really suck. I guess it does play hell with your fire, Josh. At that point, you need to start making some sort of tents or barriers to shield your intakes from the wind, because I can only imagine. All right, that's yep, comrade, I agree. Smokehouse usually cusses a little more when he cooks in the rain. Again, I am fortunate that my smokers and grills are for the most part covered. The only grill that I have exposed to the elements is my wife's grill, and that doesn't stop me. Usually, once I get started, if I get started cooking and it starts to rain or something like that, I just kind of deal with it. I did talk about, I made mention of one of the videos that I did, and I was talking about how I just embrace the suck. Like in my car, I have a raincoat that I keep, and I just bust it out. It's a not Gore-Tex. It's a Columbia jacket that folds up into a little pouch. Man, I just unfolded it, pulled it out, and kept it cooking. Put my hat on, and just kept cooking. Well, Torky, that's great, man. I'm glad to hear you're doing good. Oh man, Fantasy Barbecue. I'm so sorry to hear that. It happens. Jay says charcoal for brisket. Morgan, how you doing, Mr. Morgan? It's been a minute. How you doing, man? Hopefully, well, you're probably busy now that long cutting season. It doesn't take away from the love of cooking, And like it kind of, well, I'll take that back. It kind of does. Because if I'm cooking for someone else that's paying me, I don't necessarily want to cook for folks who aren't paying me. Unfortunately, that means that there are times when I just don't feel like cooking for my family, especially after I've been up all night cooking or I've been out all day on the grill or something like that. I come home and I'm like, yo, what do y'all want for dinner? All right, I'll go pick it up because I don't feel like cooking. And I'm sure, you guys can relate. There are just times when after you finish cooking, you don't even feel like eating. So I know I get like that at times. Danny, how you doing? Jimbo, how you doing? There's a tree. They drag his grill. Yep. Darian says he has a tree that he drags his grill under until he. So when I go to sites, when I go to different places, I usually scope out where the trees and such are. That community event I did last summer was the turning point in when I decided I needed to buy a canopy for myself. It was in an open field and there was no cover whatsoever. The trees were on the exterior, like perimeter, and the lady who was organizing it, she was like, "No, no, no, I need you to set up here." And I'm like, "Yo, one, what happens if it rains? And two, yo, I'm gonna be out at the hot grill in the sun, at its highest, at its peak during the day." She said, "I have a friend that has some canopies. I'll get him to bring two of them." I'm like, "Thank you. Yeah, that's awesome." So yeah. Preston says he bought 220 pounds of Kingsford last Memorial Day. He's down to his last 3 bags. It is like, you know, tell me if you feel this way. When you first bought it, you're like, man, I'm never going to go through this. And then you start using it, using it, using it. Then when you realize that you only have 3 bags, and you're like, dang, where did it all go? Because I know I did that when I went to where I have them stacked up in my garage. And I was like, yo, this is all that's left? Like, where is it? Josh, I do not have an update as of yet. That has kind of been put on the back burner, and this is one of those things I was saying in the video. I wanted to tell you guys about it, but I didn't want to tell you guys about it because I didn't want to have to answer questions that I couldn't answer because it is not in the forefront. You cooking all day, you gotta call and ask what they want. Well, Darian, it is not that simple because usually I'm cooking at home. So what ends up happening is I'll cook all night long, and then like if you guys saw that little delivery video, I'll go out on the delivery and I'm like, yo, either you tell me what it is before I leave out, because most of the time I'm like, I go out and then I want to come home. That's it. I don't want to have to stop and be annoyed anywhere or nothing like that. But that's just me. Fantasy said Easter he had a 12-hour smoked turkey, ham, burnt ends, and a smoked appetizer. He didn't eat anything that night. I know. I've been there. I've definitely been there. Where you just, I mean, it's like, yo, you realize I cooked all day, right? I don't even want to look at anything to eat right now. Chuck says that's like the 5 terabyte hard disk drive he has in his computer with all his video stuff. This is, where did it go? Oh, I know. So my network attached storage, I was about to say, it has, let's see how much free space it has. There are 2.18 terabytes free of the available 8.11 terabytes. So I have 6 terabytes basically for the most part. Like 5.5 of it is my videos. So those are all of the videos. I keep the videos I filmed. I keep the files from the video editing software, and then I also keep the output files for the most part. There's some of them I've deleted. Excuse me, on the network attached storage, but on the hard drive that I carry with me, I found that because I have access to a lot of the older videos, that's why you guys see me putting B-roll or older footage in the videos more frequently. If I have it with me, if I have it, then I can call it, and when I call back to it, I can actually put it in the videos. Just Days, how you doing? Yo, Baracho. Eric, that is what's up. He said pulling out of Maynard's right now. Parking lot. He just went and picked up his Blackstone. So shout out to whoever posted that because he had no idea. Hello, Dash. When am I coming to Texas? Shh, I'm gonna have to talk to my manager, see when I can get sent down to Texas. Questa J says he's got 24 terabytes here. Oh, we're not even gonna talk about. So, I used to be a digital hoarder. A digital hoarder. I used to. How do I put this? I used to indulge in off-site storage, like off-site backups, like music and video for other folks. Off-site storage, right? Off-site backup. And I lost double-digit terabytes. Double-digit terabytes of movies and TV shows. My server died, and the RAID controller died in my server, and I lost lots and lots of data. Lots of data. Alright, so Pat says, my barbecue trailer was built after surviving many barbecue cook-offs in the rain. For a while, it seemed every cook-off he entered turned into a mud fest. Pat, I'm so sorry to hear that. B-boy since 83. What? That's what's up. I like the name, man. Travis, what up, man? So, I appreciate your appreciation, B-boy. Definitely. You guys who come in on the live streams and comment on the videos are who motivates me to keep doing what I'm doing. Like, I feel like I'm letting you guys down if I do not post a video every Tuesday and every Thursday, sometimes Saturday. So, yeah. Even when the videos don't do well, like the video I did over the week, or not over the weekend. Well, I filmed it over the weekend, but the video I did and posted yesterday, yeah. So, anyway, Travis was good, man. Smokehouse says I got 10 bags of Embers brand charcoal, $1.77 per bag in December. Didn't know how good it was, so you didn't want to buy a lot of it until it wasn't any good. Turns out just as good as Kingsford. That's the thing, man. Most of the time, just like, electronics, TVs, and things like that, they're being made in the same factories. It's just branded differently. Same thing sometimes when it comes to the charcoal. Season jerk chicken for tomorrow. Well, comrade, that's what's up. Paul. Alright, 7 videos almost filled up by the first 2 terabytes. Well, Jeff, you were probably also filming in a much higher resolution. Yeah, much higher. Much higher. But if you are like, remember I was talking about filming to edit and not editing to your film? Yeah. Paul says pop locking. B-boy since 83. That's dope. Jimbo says Royal Oak makes embers. Alright, so my buddy Nick says, what charcoal have I found that is no good? So in Sam's or at Sam's, there is a Vision charcoal, and Vision makes a grill or like a Kamado grill, ceramic grill, and they branched out and made some charcoal. Well, the charcoal that they had at Sam's, or this particular Sam's that I bought charcoal from, I bought 2 bags of this Vision brand charcoal. Well, the Vision brand charcoal was dust. I probably got one cook out of this. It might have been an 18 to 20 pound bag of lump charcoal. It was dust. And I actually posted a video. No, I posted I posted on Instagram about this. And no, the charcoal logs were kind of booty too. That I forgot about those. Smokehouse barbecue, you're funny. So I posted about how the bag was dust, and they actually reached out to me, asked me to take down a post, and I'm like, no. They said, well, we'll send you something, a replacement. Okay, you send a replacement, I'll take it down. They never sent out a replacement. The post is probably a good 2 years old now. But if you go back and find that post, it was Vision brand charcoal. Just comment like the live stream sent me on that post on my Instagram. The second was those logs. That dude, he kind of tried to make it right, and he reached out to me like, hey, I saw you post on Instagram and you weren't particularly keen on it, or the video actually on YouTube. And I'm like, nah, I wasn't. So he sent me out a 8-pound bag of their lump. It was lump briquettes, and that was okay. It was better. The logs were not the way that I needed them to be. They weren't how I needed them to burn. It was a $40 box of charcoal. For $40, I should have gotten a lot more burn and or cook, but it didn't work out that way. Smoking Boot says happy hour number 2 for him. Oh, I guess number 2, his second shot of Jack. That's what's up. Have fun with that. I wish Weber briquettes were cheaper too. I've seen and heard people making lump charcoal themselves. There's videos that show you how to do it on YouTube. Those logs were a booty, definitely. My Instagram is Steel Drum Smokers. Here. It might be backwards. Is it backwards for you guys, or is it front right way? Because what I'm looking at is backwards for me. Oh, how convenient. Alright, well that's good. Glad to know that. But yeah, that's my Instagram. Well, let's see. Law LC 219. I'm glad to hear that. Like, that's the whole thing. I was telling somebody about this the other day. When I first started doing barbecue, there were not many videos on YouTube. And I was doing something completely different on YouTube. And then one of my buddies, Andrew, asked me to help him out. Because he's like, yo, I know you're big into barbecue. I need some advice. I want to impress. He's like, I want to impress my father-in-law. Or I want to impress my soon-to-be father-in-law. And I'm like, with what? He's like, I want him to know that I know how to grill. It's like one of those pissing contest type things. And I'm like, all right, I got you. I'm gonna show you some basics and this, that, and the other. And that is, if you go back, like when I had the resurgence of my YouTube channel, probably in early 2017. That was why, because he asked me to help him out. So that's what got me back into it. And then once I realized that not only was he watching the videos, there were other of you guys. Yes, Adorbs, it was his fault. It's his fault. I'm doing this now, Travis. But yeah, once I realized that not only was he watching the videos, there were other folks that were watching videos, and then I kind of built up this little following. And I like I said, I don't want to disappoint you guys by not putting up content. So there are some things that, like, it amazes me. I was looking back at some of my videos today. I look back, probably tomorrow I will hit 2 million views on my channel. 2 million. Now, there were some videos, there are a lot of videos, so probably 1.8, no, 1.5, let's say 1.5, conservatively, are views on barbecue videos. Like, it blows my mind. Blows my mind. And I'm so very grateful, so very appreciative that you chose to spend that couple minutes watching one of my videos. If I taught you something, great. If you learned something, great. If I pissed you off, sorry. But, I mean, I am who I am. Travis can tell you, Nick can tell you, I'm the same person on this live stream and in the videos that I am in person. Some of you guys, Kirk has met me. Who else is on a live stream that has met me? So Tony says, what's my favorite place for my wood? I have an arborist. I had someone ask me about this earlier today. He's like, hey, I'm in Maryland. I want to get some pecan wood and some other fruit woods. I'm like, well, there's your problem. Like, we don't have many pecan trees in Maryland. And you know, I said, you need to look up and get in touch with an arborist and see what's available before you start telling people what kind of wood you want. Because geographics are going to dictate the type of wood you can get inexpensively. Now, if you can afford to get wood shipped from a different location in the States, then go, I'm all for it, or, smoke them if you got them. So Fantasy says he's got B&B Lump Classic at Walmart for $8 a bag, so he bought 10 bags. He's going through it fast, but he really likes it. Fantasy Barbecue, where are you, sir? I don't remember. Well, how did that brisket turn out? Scotland. Kevin, holy cow. I guess we are in week 2, or hour 2, and I can announce this. I will be traveling to the UK next month. I will be in the UK. I'm going to be flying out on May 5th, Sunday, May 5th, flying back Friday, May 10th. I have an obligation at the kids' school on May 11th. Yeah, so I will be in like central England. Yeah. Hey, Richie, thank you, sir. You have a great one as well. I appreciate you hanging out. The B&B around here is not on sale, or hasn't been on sale last time I looked. So I am visiting Europe, so you beat me to it. There's a bit of a delay. Booster Plinko says, what car am I driving? Not sure yet. I'm probably not going to be the one to rent the vehicle. I'm going with a coworker, and he'll be there for 2 weeks, where I'm only going to be there for 1, just about. So the car is going to be rented in his name. So Tony says, thanks for all my videos. I have learned a lot from you. Keep on coming. All right, well, thank you very much. What time is it here? It is 10:08 p.m. Oh my gosh. He said it's 3:07 a.m. I like oak. I'm not a big fan of hickory. One, because we don't have a lot of hickory around here. We have more oak than anything, Paul. Oak is way more prevalent around here than hickory is. What's pecan? Pecan is pecan. I don't know how you guys say pecan. No, it's pecan. They are pecans. Kevin, well, thank you very much, man. You're not the only one that says that. My buddy Andrew, I was talking about a few minutes ago, every now and again, I can tell when he watches the video, because I get a text message that says, he's like, dude, I gotta stop watching your videos when I'm hungry, or if I haven't eaten. So I just apologize to him and tell him I'm sorry, and go from there. So, but it is just after 10 o'clock here. Brahma Bull. Yeah, I am. I'm out, so I'm not drinking anything. And I'm sitting here with you guys, so I'm not eating anything. It'd be kind of rude to eat on camera, but I have some hot cheese curls here I started eating earlier. Hold on, let's see. Pecan. Like toucan, pecan. Travis says, go ride your Harley, Nick. Bramer. No, it's Bramer. I mean. Make your own barbecue place, Kevin. I'm sure some of you guys have seen the guy in Germany who he came over to the States and saw how barbecue was done, and he's like, after he saw how it was done, he went to Germany, took welding classes, and made his own smoker. I just think that's dope, right? Made his own smoker, and then created the Texas Barbecue Company or something like that, but he's in Germany. Beefer? It was a series of 3 videos. I watched them all, and I thought it was dope. But Kevin, you might just have to do something like that, man. Hey, look, fly me over to the UK. I can consult. I'll definitely come to Ireland. Oh, Scotland. Yeah. Yep, those guys are from Germany. So when I was in Germany, I was really hoping that I would get a chance to try to, see where they were. But they were in, like, northern Germany. Oh, that's like Gent, isn't it? Jeff, are you talking about? But those guys were like 6 hours away or something like that by car from where I was, and there was no way I was going to get to link up with them. Mad Scientist, I would love to, Kevin. Mad Scientist though is in Texas, and I am in Maryland, so we are probably 20 to 24 hours apart from each other. Mo crypto, baby. That's what's up. Thank you very much. If you haven't already, please hit that thumbs up button for me. I'd greatly appreciate it. So, where is everybody? I know every now and again, some of you guys who are on the frequent flyers in the live stream, I know where some of you guys are, but where are you guys? Like, tell me, where are you? B-Boy says he's in Wisconsin. Jeff from Dead Broke Barbecue is also in Wisconsin. Oh, okay. All right, Jeff. Now I understand what you're saying, what you're talking about. Nah, Mad Scientist is in like Austin area. He's in Texas. He was in Los Angeles just for a little while, testing out some stuff. All right, just outside of Glasgow. Fantasy Barbecues in Kansas City. Fort J's is in Georgia. Jack is in Indiana. Jay is being a smartass. He says he's in his house. P. Adams is right up the street. I feel like I want to just shoot you a text and be like, yo, come on down and hang out on the live stream. Texas. Travis is in Florida, though Travis is from Baltimore. Smokehouse Barbecue says he's in Dallas. Lake Elsinore, California for Smoke and Boot Barbecue. That's what's up, Cali in the house. Let's see who else. There are 35 of you guys on the live stream. Where are you from? Shout yourselves out. This is a good place or time for you to be able to put out where you're from in case there's anyone that you might be able to work with, collaborate with, or get some assistance on something or things that pertain to your local area. That's why I'm asking, in case you guys. All right. So Jimbo is in Iowa. Chauncey's in Kissimmee, or is it Kissimmee? I guess it's Kissimmee. Florida. Chuck is in Indiana. Conrad is in I guess Minnesota. Boosted Plinko, he says he's just down the road. He is. It is a very pothole-filled road down 295 to where he is in Maryland. T. Crump is in Nashville. Jeff says he was thinking the same thing. Pat Lofton says he's in Central Texas, Oak and Pecan is his favorite, but Mesquite is much easier to get as a landowner. If you can cut down his oak or pecan trees, it doesn't usually happen, but Mesquite. Josh says Clovis, New Mexico. Willie Mack is in Oakland. What's up? Pete Adams, man, come on, get out of here with that camera shy stuff. Get out of here. I'm camera shy. You ain't got no choice to be camera shy around me. Not at all. Like, we gonna get you. I'm gonna make you famous. James says he's from Red Stick, Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Yes, Kevin. I haven't seen him actually in a while. I guess I've been cooking on off times from when he walks past. But yeah, he does walk past from time to time, and he just kind of hangs out like, yo, hey man. Travis was camera shy once. There is a video of Travis, and he it's a "Don't You Hate It When" video. And again, this is, you guys have some homework to do to find that video. Travis flips me off and curses me out. He was angry. I think he was hangry. Or he had a bad day. But it was fine. I found it hilarious. And yeah. Lou, thank you very much. Be easy. Darian is from upstate New York. Travis, yes, indeed. It was all in good fun. But if you guys want to meet Travis, Travis is in a Don't You Hate It When video. It was probably like a Don't You Hate It When video in the high 80s or low 90s. And it was something along the lines of Don't You Hate It When... I think it was Don't You Hate It When You Don't Want to Be in a Video. He was talking and someone else was talking, and he thought I was ignoring him, but I really just didn't hear him. And he was a little upset. Him was mad. No, Jeff, the smoke detector in the neighbor's house is finally stopped beeping. Yeah, I said, Darian, I said upstate. I remember I sent you stuff. I know you're upstate. So, Chuck says, so tell us how hard it was putting together my cut video. So when I did the cut video, all of the shots that were in the same vein were all shot in the same part. So it was really not much harder than doing a regular video. It's just that as opposed to the cut being like 30 seconds or 45 seconds before it, one cut and in and then out, it was a second or it was 2 seconds. But like when I was taking the brisket, it was brisket. I didn't tell you guys what it was I was taking out for delivery. But when I was taking I had a whole brisket and then I had a 2 pound. And the lady, she's been a good customer, so I gave her a little closer to 3 pounds of brisket. But, so all of those shots that were in the same angle were all filmed together. But again, as opposed to being 45 minutes, 30 seconds to 45 seconds, it was 1 second, 1 second, 1 second, 1 second. And I was keying off of the noises and the sounds for the most part. So I was intentionally making more noise than I normally would, slamming things, doing things like that. But it was probably 1, 2, 3 shots in the kitchen, 1 shot inside of the house at the door, one shot outside of the house at the door, one shot, well, two shots at the fence. And then the sequence when I got into the car was filmed all at the same time. The sequence of me inside of the car was all filmed at the same time, and that was it. So I ended up just splicing and, okay, I know that I'm going to do this, I know that I'm going to do that. So I filmed everything outside of the car. So as soon as I got into the car, when I opened up the door, I unlocked the door, then I opened the back door, then I put the container into the back seat, and then I got in the car and I drove away. Started the car and drove away. That was all one shot. Then I got the camera and I took from me getting in and pulling in the door, that was one shot. Turned the camera down, me starting the button, and then I just mixed the inside and outside shots. So hopefully that makes sense, Chuck. From your neighbors because of smoke while you barbecue. Nope, Kevin. I've been doing it for a while now. I don't get complaints. I do get calls from the fire department every now and again. But what ends up happening is I will call the fire department and let them know that I'm cooking. So yeah. Jack, I appreciate that, Jack. Jack says him and Betty took care of the fire alarm. Nah, the fire alarm wasn't in the garage. It was at a neighbor's house across the driveway. OC then AC, most likely Travis. Well, Paul, you know what, Paul? We need to have if you want to do a brisket, man, let me know. If I can work it out, I can come to you and we can try to work on one. I'm sitting here right now putting together the commercial for his next video trend to a lot of music beats. I go for it, Chuck. I don't like doing cuts to like ins and outs or like drops and other things like that, because the editing software I use, in order for me to do that, there's like an extra couple steps to get the sound, like the wave files. It's just I learned to edit by watching it and then kind of say, okay, that sound happened here or this sound happened there. So I don't usually edit to music for a reason. Fantasy Barbecue, they are still for sale. The only problem is that was a limited run. If you guys want me to open up pre-orders again, I can. I only have a few limited number of shirts available left, and they are either really small sizes or really big sizes. Everything in between is pretty much sold out. But tell me, what size shirt do you need or want, and I can let you know. Hey, Kevin, thank you very much for hanging out. I greatly appreciate it, especially seeing as how it's 3 o'clock in the morning there. Jeff says, I see a comp in town next to mine this weekend, and it might snow. I might have to go to film a little bit of his boys and his wife. They're going to go to shoot. Well, definitely, Jeff, if you get a chance to go film it, please do. You guys saw. It says, Paul says, no complaints, but many requests. No, you'd be surprised, man. A lot of people around where I am kind of keep to themselves. Every now and again, I'll get someone, excuse me, someone that will say something about, cooking them something or bringing them something. And if I have something extra, I do. Because, I know that it cannot, like in the summertime when I'm cooking all night long and they smelling smoke and barbecue. I know there's a lady directly behind my house and I took her a rack of ribs one day. And there's another lady that's behind my house but down the driveway a little bit. I took her some ribs too one day. I think I had like a half a rack of ribs extra, and I took those ribs to her. Because, she puts up with my stuff too. Her house is closer to the garages, so she definitely smells the smoke and whatever it is I'm cooking. Question J. Ocean Spring. Ocean Springs, Mississippi. Ever taken the FD barbecue? Yes, I have. There was I talked about this a long time ago. I was cooking in the middle of the night, and I was sitting out in the garage actually. So this is a long time ago. I don't sit in the garage any longer, but I was sitting in the garage and I was on my phone, and it was kind of chilly, and I see a flashlight, like I see a light moving across the bottom of the garage, like the garage door, and I hear somebody like, "Hello, hello." I'm like, "Huh?" And I hear somebody banging on the garage door, like, "Anybody in there? Hello?" And then I'm like, yeah." And I open the garage door, and dude runs in with his full-on turnout gear, and he's like, "Yo, what's going on in here?" And I'm like, "I'm just on barbecue." He's like, "Man, we got a call for a dwelling on fire, blah blah blah, da 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 da." And after the second and third firemen came into the garage, one guy was like, "Yo, what are you doing?" I'm like, "I'm cooking." I open up the grill, I open up the smoker rather than show him. He's like, "What is that?" I'm like, "Well, there's some brisket up here, some pork shoulder down here, some chicken over here." He's like, "How much one of them briskets go for?" I told him. He's like, "Yo." He looked to the other four or three firemen. He's like, y'all okay with going in a little more on dinner tonight?" He's like, they're like, "Yeah, yeah." My man in his turnout gear takes his gloves off, takes his hat off, opens up his jacket, goes down into his coveralls or whatever, pulls out money, and was like, "All right, I done put the lion's share. Y'all take care of the rest." Starts walking out. I'm like, "Whoa, wait, what?" He's like, "Man, just bring it down to the firehouse." I'm like, "Wow." I'm like, "Wow." Jeff says he cuts the sound waves first. I can't, man. I can't. I know for sure. I'm pretty sure I don't have any 2XLs. But go onto the website brbque.com. Again, brbque.com, and check out what I have available. I'm pretty sure 2XLs are gone. But I do have some stickers out there. The stickers are still available on the website. If you want to show some support, you can put them on your water bottles and your other things like that. I have a couple in my vehicle, a couple on my water bottles. I brand everything. I mark everything. Delete the video sound wave track. The music wave track is. Well, Chuck, I know how to do it. I don't do it. Because I don't have the action for editing to music, it doesn't work necessarily for me. No, this is definitely not the first yawn. I was yawning a bunch an hour ago. So Fantasy Barbecue, the one song in the intro is called Blank. It's by this. I'm pretty sure it's called Blank. Let's see here. Background music. It's called Blank. It's by a group called Disfigure. Hold on. And you guys are only really hearing a portion of that song. So, what I used to do is if I had a really long intro, I would play this beginning part. And it's ramping up. But this is where it starts in the intro. Yeah! So yeah. Yes, Darian, definitely emergency, definitely turned into a sale for sure. No. That's the whole thing. Because that was the problem. Like, I'm not ordering enough shirts to be able to say, okay, I can just keep them in stock because that's upfront fee, and I can't. I think you got the last 2XLJ, so that's why it is not that it's not updated. And hold on, let me look and see what I have left. All right, so I know I have at least a large, and I have a 5XL left. That's pretty much about it. There might be a small, another small, or a medium shirt, but yeah. Yep, no copyright sounds, no copyright music. Yes, this was a 40. It is gone now. No copyright sounds. Yep. There is a difference in the ones that play when I speed things up. It depends on where in the video it is when I speed things up, because that music I actually got, and all of these things are in the description of the video. My baby brother does music production. So what I've actually gotten him to do is to give me a few tracks that don't have many words in them. They're just music. So a lot of those sounds are things that you can't necessarily get because he's giving them directly to me, because he's the one that produces the music. And the reason I do that is because I don't want any copyright issues. Because it's his music that he produced and he allows me to use it. I don't have any problems with that. I also use some no copyright music or royalty free music from a guy named Kevin MacLeod. And this song is called Blank. One of my friend Andrew, he's like, No Copyright Sounds has a lot of different music, and this is just what happened to be the song he put my intro to when he did the intro. So I kind of just downloaded the whole song so I could like add it into whenever I needed to extend it or something like that. And every now and again I use it for other things than just the intro. I don't like tight shirts, so I buy the biggest shirts I can. So usually we're talking like 4 or 5X. But I mean the shirts are big on me, but I like to make sure that I can wash them and dry them and not have any issues. I didn't turn the table on you, but I did send you out the last shirt. Yeah. Well, Travis, go ahead, man. Nothing to it but to do it. Oh. Jack, that's hilarious. Richard's in Catonsville. I'm right down the street from Catonsville. That's what's up, Richard. What cross streets or where are you close to in Catonsville? I'm right by Frederick in Baltimore. Yep, Travis used to live in Catonsville. His aunt and uncle lived right by Frederick and Frederick and Paradise is a little farther away, but they lived in the Dunmore, yeah. Anyway, so where else? Where you guys? Where else are you guys from? So there are 22 of you guys on the live stream. If you haven't already, please hit that thumbs up button for me. I'd greatly appreciate it. It makes me feel good, one, and it also helps these videos too. So I'm gonna just say thank you in advance. That's what's up. There was a couple of you guys out there sleeping that didn't hit that thumbs up button. I saw it jump up just now. But really, I want to take a moment and say thank you guys for hanging out with me. I know there are plenty of other things you could be doing. Travis, you been cooking anything lately? So fantasy barbecue, it depends. Like, there are times when I use music from Kevin MacLeod. There are times when I use music from my brother. So it just kind of depends on the mood of the video. Like, if I'm talking, I will usually get a single track that I will loop from Kevin MacLeod just because I know there's no music. I know there's no ups and downs, things like that. But for a regular cooking video, when I'm doing other things, I usually will grab 4 to 6 tracks from my brother, depending on the length of the video. And I just kind of put the music in and like butt it all up. I don't even try to change the music to accompany or go with different clips. I just dump it in there. I drop the level of the music, and really that's it. I don't tailor the music. Like, some people will play the same specific song every time they do a time lapse. I don't do that. I just have a certain, like, 8 songs or 8 tracks that I kind of vary between my videos. Well, Smoking Boot, man, I appreciate that. Yep, traffic can be serious. That's because they're doing construction. Am I getting oh man, well, I appreciate that, Jeff. That's what's up, man. I definitely appreciate that. That's what's up, Travis. He said he smoked a ham. I didn't smoke a ham, but I did cook a ham yesterday. I was about to say my wife's name. The missus got a ham from the Giant for cheap, and I cooked it for her yesterday, just in the oven though. Oh no. Success, Mississippi. Woo. Hopefully the rain stops for you, sir. Yes. So, Jeff, nothing wrong with that. I try not to have, like, I try and put music all the way through the video so I don't have, like, dead air if I pause or anything like that. So I have something in that space. Now, if I do a time lapse or something like that where I'm muting the sound of the video, the original video, whatever the sound in the background ends up being loud enough for it to come in. Again, I don't use the same songs, but what ends up happening is certain points of the video or certain lengths of the video, because I'm using the same tracks and sometimes they can be in the same order, you might hear the same sounds often, but it's not intentional. I tell you that. 76 says some people actually feel the rain and others just get wet. All right, Jeff says he keeps adding, or he will keep adding. Yeah, Paul, they're doing construction. They're widening the highway between 40 and Frederick. What is that? Edmondson Avenue is being widened. They actually, oh goodness, I'm sorry. They closed off the exit heading eastbound on Evanston for a while. It was like a month and a half. So that was the reason, and they reduced the number of lanes as well. So that was another reason to contribute some of that traffic. But I also believe the reason that there's a lot of traffic there is because above 70, it's 4 lanes wide, and when you get to 40 and around to 95, well, 40 to Wilkins, it's only like 3 lanes because they have the travel lanes merging on. So yeah. All right, Travis. I'll take a look at it when I'm done here. Fantasy says he's so bad he can grill and smoke while it's raining and not even get wet. Sure. Okay. So Jeff says his intro is the same. When he starts cooking, it's the same. And when his outro is the same. So my intro and outro are the same song. It's just different portions of that song. Hey, yo! Eric, no need to apologize. Then he says, Jeff says it's the same, but he drops a few others in there. Just kind of background. That's good, man. There's somebody I watch on YouTube. Some of you guys may know or may not know. This guy's name is TJ Hunt. At the end of his videos, he drops the same song, but he usually drops that song about 5 to 10 seconds before he actually starts ending the video, or he'll have like a moment of reflection. Excuse me. And he'll drop that song, so it's like, oh, you know that the end of the video is coming up, the end of the video is near, so that's, I get it. I don't have that yet. Yes, Travis, and keep moving forward. Eric was good, man. Glad that you could join us. Fred says he lives in LA, so only have a few rainy days a year to contend with. Yes. Yeah, I remember, Travis. You were standing there like, nah. But I do remember seeing the video of you, and I'm like, hey, look, there's my buddy right there. That's him right there. Yeah, I spy. I think I even took a picture and tagged you on Instagram. Like, I spy. Yeah, we missed TJ and Calvin when they were in Ocean City for H2O. But I did meet Jimmy. I met Jimmy Oaks. He seems pretty cool. Damien. I met Dom. Of course, I met Steph. I met B Hall. B Hall seems real cool. Yo. LZ is on some other stuff right now. Yo, did you see he just bought a stacker and a mobile home trailer, tractor trailer? Hey, I understand. Definitely thank you for watching and hanging out. HUL? I don't know what that is. Fantasy Barbecue says the real battles is the 20-mile-per-hour winds. Yeah, Travis, where you been? He was having it. Him and Nicole, man, they were having. Jeff, you tell him. Stay on him, Jeff. It is about time. He said earlier in the video, you might have missed it, that he's been busy with work and he hasn't been able to cook and put videos up. Oh yeah, he can definitely flex harder because he's single. But at the same time, who knows what Nicole is asking for if there is some sort of alimony. Why do I hear the kids still up? Oh, I know. They're on spring break. Oh, and he's definitely flexing. Whole nother level. Yes. Oh, shoot. I get on them too. No, but Jay's good people's. Trust me. I think Jay is trying, which is saying a lot. Jeff. Jay does try, and just like he said, he is been busy at work. That's all last week. Jones. Yeah. I give credit where credit is due, and I give grief where grief is due. Trust me, I won't hold back. Um, I try to be pretty much a straight shooter and tell you guys how it is. Definitely. All right. So let's see. We got about 15 minutes left. What do you guys want to talk about, or you guys have any other questions? What's sad that they broke up? I don't know, man. I feel like Adam wasn't happy. Oh, Jay, man, don't film tri-tip. Just don't film tri-tip. I can't get tri-tip, so you don't have to film tri-tip. Don't worry about that. Jay, have a good one. Questa Jay, please. Thank you very much for hanging out. Well, hopefully, I before you go, thank you so very much for sending out that stuff. I think my wife and I are going to experiment with it over the weekend. He sent out like some slushy mix. I have not tried the Pit Boys SPG just because it's salt, pepper, and garlic. I can kind of do that myself. I don't really buy a lot of seasonings. I try not to buy a lot of seasonings because I have so much stuff here. Well, Jay, I appreciate that, but don't go out of your way. Yeah, I don't. That's the thing. I'm not a real big sweet barbecue rub fan. Eric, I kind of agree, but they all get crazy. Those of us who've been married for longer than 10 years know they all get crazy. But I don't know. I feel like there's a lot more to that whole situation that we know nothing about. Nothing about. Well, I can't cook tri-tip because I just can't afford it. Meat church stuff. I have meat church seasonings. I have a couple different meat church seasonings. Meat church was one of those seasonings I got back in the day, pretty much. Just so happened to see something on Instagram when he was kind of first really getting started, and I got some, and I like it, and I order it from time to time. You have some time? Can you give me some editing pointers? Stuff for starting the YouTube channel. Sure, Travis. Maybe. But so Travis, Jeff said it earlier. Jeff from Dead Broke BBQ. He said the best way to learn how to start doing and edit videos is to look on YouTube and edit videos. Yeah, Jeff. Yes, Eric. he probably dodged a bullet with that one. But they got married very young, and his focus was on this, and her focus was probably on something else, and they just could not meet in the middle. Travis, but yeah, I'd say once you figure out what you're going to edit on, then you have to figure out what software you're going to use, and then you can start looking up tutorials and things on how to do what you're trying to do. Um, I would. Everyone else seems to love DaVinci. I have not gotten a chance to use it. I use Corel Ultimate Video Studio, and I like it. I've been using it for quite a while, so I know the program like the back of my hand. But it's going to take some time for you to get to the point where you are good with the editing software. The editing software is key, but one of the things that I said last week, and I'll continue to say it almost every week from here on out, when you're filming something, don't just film and then edit it. I want you to think about how you're going to edit it while you're filming. That's not going to make a whole bunch of sense right now, especially because you don't know what you're going to edit or how you're going to edit. But once you get to the point where you know what you're editing and you know the shots that you like and you know the modes and or methods that you like, you can start to think about how you're going to edit it as you're filming. So you're not just filming and then editing. You're editing while you're filming. Again, it might not make much sense. Ken, how you doing? Oh man, well thank you very much for popping in. Smokehouse is Corel 10. Shoo. Travis. Alright, perfect. Yep, Jeff says the Travis just do some research. I second that, definitely. Doing the research will give you. I learned a lot of new editing tips when I was trying to edit in Premiere. I downloaded Premiere and I started working with it. And actually, I take that back. I had a friend help me out with a copy of Premiere, and I started to try to use it. And because it was so vastly, greatly different from what I was used to, I had a hard time. But when I was looking at Premiere tutorials, I was doing things that they recommend in Premiere in Corel that I didn't even know had names, like L cuts and J cuts and things like that. I've been doing that for years just to make my transitions better, but I figured it out on my own. So yeah, the Bad Byrons, but rub. I think I have had it before. I tried it and it was really good. Oh, that. Eric, so we were talking about, or I talked about rain and cooking, and I really was hoping you would come in and talk about your experience because when you just cooked, you dealt with some rain, and he ended up putting up a canopy and sticking his smoker pretty much to the end of his where the canopy was. So you could have talked about some firsthand experience with that, but don't worry about it. Definitely that the brisket turned out pretty good, and the pork shoulder did as well. Uh, yeah. All right. So Eric says he uses Shotcut. It's free and has some features. So Jay's offering a suggestion, Travis, that you start out with your phone and get the concept, then move on to a computer. That is a good idea. Canopy is definitely key. Uh, Jeff from Dead Root Barbecue says he uses Final Cut Pro, but he's changed to an Apple. You know how I feel about Apple, Travis. Yes, Travis, it might handle it, it might not. Video rendering is rather labor intensive to your hardware. And to be honest with you, your smartphone probably has more processing power than your desktop. The desktop will probably just be easier to edit on because it's bigger, you have a bigger monitor, and you have peripherals as far as your keyboard and your mouse. But yeah, you know, nothing to it but to try. Man, Peter McKinnon will have you trying to. I mean, Peter McKinnon's edits are fire. He will have, just like Casey Neistat, they will have you like trying to figure out why water is wet. Like, their videos are just whole nother levels. Chuck said he made many videos with his phone when he was building a smoker. He did, in fact. It wasn't the file. Like, you know what? I'm gonna try to download it again. Maybe it was just where I was, because I was at work. AVINCI, DaVinci Resolve, DaVinci Video Editor. So it's Blackmagic Design and DaVinci Resolve 16. Revolutionary tool. So I guess I'm doing Resolve 16. Oh, come on. I did this already. All right. We'll do that later. If you go, Eric says if you use GoPro software, they have a thing called Splice. I was able to use it on his iPad 2 videos ago. All right. Jay says he uses Splice. It works great. I sure will, Travis. I'm on my phone right now, so that's why I haven't been able to check. Yep, Chuck, that was my problem. I downloaded DaVinci Resolve, the beta, and it did not work. So thanks for the confirmation. Let's see if I can find DaVinci Resolve. Keyboard, collaboration, media, edit. Oh, I want 15. Whoa. They sell hardware too. Whew. I think Splice is actually, I see Splice information here too. All right, so let's see, support developer products. Nope. Let's just go back. I'm trying to find DaVinci Resolve 15 because we want 15. Pointing me to 15, or excuse me, 16 again. So let's see, DaVinci Resolve 15. All right, I found it elsewhere. Ken, thank you very much. This phone is full, so sometimes editing sucks. But for the most part, with an empty phone, it goes fast. Yeah, Ken, thanks for hanging out. Really appreciate it. Jeff says there are so many tutorials out there. If you can send a text message, you can edit film. I agree. There are some things like, wow, looking at this deck here. Whew. goodness. All right, let's see if we can find it. Where's the actual download now? That's exactly it, Jay, and I agree. You learn as you go. You guys have seen, some of you guys who have been around for a while have seen the progression of my videos. I had a quantum leap when I was trying to edit with Premiere. Because I was trying to edit with Premiere, I was watching tutorials about Premiere, and I could not, like, I just, it was not working for me. But I was able to take some of the lessons from Premiere and level up my videos in Corel. Now, can I do everything? No. But, I mean, I went from like a 50% proficiency to like an 80% proficiency in editing. There's still some things that I want to work on, want to do a little different, want to do a little better. But I'm really proud about how my edits are starting to turn out. Definitely. So, I mean, again, Travis, if I can do it, you can do it. Definitely. Definitely. I hear you, Jeff. He said Adobe pisses him off. Yep. What did you and your wife say? I knew it was something I wanted to ask you. What did you and your wife say in that video that was in a whole nother language? I really wanted to know. Oh my gosh. Yep. Nick has been here definitely Nick has been in the videos definitely. So you know all that goes into it and some of the pieces that are taken out because of continuity, and like when you guys are screwing around in the background, I'm like, yo, I'm filming here. Like I'm in New York as opposed to walking here. I'm like, I'm filming here. But yes, it definitely does make a difference. All right, that's what's up. That should handle it. Yeah, Nick says also it looks like there are times when it looks like I'm talking to myself. Sounds like I'm talking to myself, and if I'm holding the camera out, yep, yeah, it's still awkward. It's still very awkward. That's dope. Jeff, he asked her friends to subscribe and her families to subscribe. That's what's up, man. That's pretty funny though. If you haven't already, check out Jeff's video. His last video, he forgot the milk. Hey, don't forget the milk, Jeff. Don't forget the milk. All right, fellas. I think I'm gonna call it. If you haven't already, please hit that thumbs up button for me. Greatly appreciated. Eric says he shoots with the GoPro. So Eric, one of the things, the only thing that I've really, and it's just a pet peeve of mine, if you have the ability to change from a wide angle to the narrow angle, it just makes it look less GoPro-y. Hopefully you understand what I mean. That whole, whatever it is, the wide angle, it just really, like, when you're filming on a GoPro, your footage looks like this, right? You're way back here, and even though you're like arm's length, but when you film on that other mode, it looks a little more normal, where your head basically can be in the frame, top and bottom, and the sides aren't too bad, versus when you're a little more, further back. Visually, again, this is my own thing, and I'm not the expert at this, because some people like that whole fisheye look. When you're more punched in, when you're framed better, and you're in here, to me, that alleviates the distractions from behind you, and that's really what it boils down to. In my garage, per se, I mean, I got all kinds of crap all over in my garage because I haven't cleaned it, because it is now spring. It's time to clean out the garage. Usually what ends up happening is the garage becomes the dumping ground all winter long. And then once it starts to warm up, I go out there and I clean up everything. So, yeah. So I hope to have a wide angle. So if that's the case, punch in a little bit in your editing, if at all possible. Just to again, what it boils down to is the distractions in the background. That's usually what you end up seeing or noticing. So just, yeah. Smoking boot, be easy. Eric, thank you very much, man, for hanging out. So Travis, yeah. He's got no screen. You said you have a hero. Oh, it was a hero. Smokehouse Barbecue, man. We don't fault you for getting old, man. Not at all. Paul, thank you very much. Paul Cooley, thank you for hanging out. Greatly appreciate you saying hi and stopping by. All right, I am out as well. I have to get up in the morning, and I'm gonna have a long day. I gotta get up and I gotta cook. So you guys have a great one. I will be filming tomorrow, probably. Kind of got to figure out how I'm going to work this one out, because, kids and my company and all of those things. So, hey, bye. Thanks again.